It's Mr. Infamous. Yo, it's the infamous one, Sean Shaw. Last we said the 1,000 mile journey begins with one single step. This is a bit of a different type of video because me and my friend have an ongoing debate of like should we listen we're dudes. We talk about dating and getting women all the time. So many men in the modern day, we have dating we take dating advice. Of course, everyone takes dating advice. My problem with modern day dating advice is just like writing advice. There's so much advice out there, but a lot of it is bad advice. A ton of it is terrible advice. You gotta weed through a lot of garbage ass advice in the dating scene. It's like that. Oh, will you really find something that resonates with you that is actually foolproof? You feel a lot better, but you still do some cross references, which I've already found my guys, you obviously know, Mode 1, Alan Roger Curry is my top book to be like some, hey, that's how to dating, seduction, masculinity, all that stuff, and also Ron Williams with Body Game. Those are the people I follow. Um, but the debate goes, he follows female dating coaches, and I'm I'm of the opinion that women don't understand men the way men understand men, and women shouldn't be women should teach women, and men should teach men. Yeah, that sounds sexist, but that's just my opinion. But I've done some homework on this, in which I've noticed about female dating advice, at least from the perspective of how to date, attract, talk to, pick up women. I've noticed this: they give a lot of indirect information. They're more of indirect, they're more indirect, in which I understand because women, it's not a woman's role to approach a man. Men must approach the women. That's just life. Men, you gotta approach the women. And guess what? You're gonna be rejected. That's a part of life. That's a part of life. So my thing about female dating coaches, how can they typically don't approach men. So how can they know the feeling of getting rejection or getting over that rejection from that standpoint? That's number one. They tend to give nice guy beta male advice. What do I mean by nice guy beta male advice? They say the usual things. Be a gentleman. Be nice. Don't be creepy. Which the creepy we're gonna come back to, but the whole be a gentleman. From personal experience, women don't like gentlemen. Women do not find gentlemen sexually attractive. They like them as good friends. They like them as good acquaintances. But do they date and have relationships with gentlemen? No. Typically, no. They usually go after the more edgier type of guys. And I'm going to say edgy, in which one thing I've noticed is the big difference between a nice guy and a quote unquote bad boy is really what he says. What he says. It's it's not even about being a bad boy. It's more about being kinky and freaky. A lot of people don't I'm understanding that, but it's it's not your demeanor and your presence and your being yourself, being your true, genuine, authentic self means being confident in who you are as a person. And which, when it comes to dating, women want you dating a man who is confident, who is very comfortable in his own skin. And which, when it comes to sex, they also want a man who is confident, who believes he knows what he's doing, and he can do what he does best. Hence, that's why Elijah Curry was the best. He taught men some masterful ways. I was very much promoted buying that book. His 3 books are amazing. Plus, another thing is female dating coaches don't teach you the women to avoid, or the something when you're getting played, or how not to get played. That's something they just don't teach because, well, that's kind of them giving away too much of the information. They kind of can't give away all the information they need to give away. They can't give you the full 411 you as a man need to understand it. This is why it's I'm all for we can share information and learn from one another, but when it comes to dating, attracting, approaching women, they just don't have it, in my opinion. In my personal opinion. When it comes to creepy is a matter of confidence, in which Grandmaster Curry said this. Confidence is not something you have or don't have. Confidence is something you use or you fail to use. What do I mean? What does he mean by that? It goes into the creepy factor. From my personal experience, when I've approached women and I was not not making eye contact, not being bold and seductive, and being my true authentic self, showing hey, I'm somebody who's of value. I'm not I'm not someone who's sad and wimpy and weak walking around like this. I'm someone of value. Like that's what it means to be. Like that's because I believe in myself. I know what I'm capable of. I genuinely have confidence. Like when you would talk to women with that whole attitude, they don't like that. They can sense there's something off about you. With that, like that's really creepy. Like when you talk to women confidently, that's like you can say literally like whatever you want to say, and if they're vibing you, like they like to say this. Women, like people always like to say this. Don't talk about sex when you first meet someone. It's like some from what I've learned. It's like why not? It's a serious moment of why not. It's a serious because like why else am I talking to this woman? Like I don't want to talk to her about comic books. I'm not trying to talk to her about no video games. I'm not trying to talk to her about no philosophy. I'm not trying to talk to her about no politics. I'm not trying to take her for long walks in the park. Honestly, I'm trying to have sex with her. But what matters is what context am I trying to have sex with her? Do I want it to be short term? Do I want it to be long term? Do I just want a friends with benefits? Do I want her to be my long term girlfriend? Do I want to be like? Do I want to marry this girl? It's levels to that, but it all depends on what I want. And if she's with my programming, then she'll be on board. Because, well, women know when they first see you within 5 to 7 minutes if they have attraction for you. They know that. And that's another thing that, like, that's why being direct is so important because, like, they know within the first 5 to 7 minutes. So when you're, like, direct and you're not wasting time, you cut to the chase, you weed out women who are very much not interested. Because women who reject you, they're not mean. That's the craziest thing I found out. Women who say no, they're not cruel, they're not mean. Every man has it in their head who's like doesn't approach women. They have it in their head. Women going, "Oh, get away from me, you filthy creep! Oh, you're a creep! Oh my God! Oh, he's talking to me! Ah!" It's like, no, bro. That is a fantasy in your head. That's the internet. That's all hype. That's all fluff. That's all bullshit. Women who are rejectors are some of the greatest women on earth. There are number two after the women who are reciprocators because we love those women who are reciprocators. But like women who reject you are doing you a big favor by saying, "Don't waste your time with me. I'm not for that. I'm not with that. I'm looking for someone else. I'm looking for something else." And that's why you got to respect and reject. Another thing that like men really are good at is teaching men how to accept their rejection and move on. To say it's okay, it's all right. Just because you don't want me doesn't mean someone else doesn't. And just because a woman rejects you doesn't mean that you are a terrible person. What was I about to say? Well, another thing I'm noticing is like there's a reason why we have so many female dating advice or female red pill coaches now. It's because like this is a business. This is without a doubt a business. And what are they going to do in the business? Make money. And how do they make money? By feeding you what you want to hear. Something like they don't give the real raw ugly truth. They give the fluff talk, and which they always sprinkle in the truth with the side of being nice. In which I'm not with any of these like red pill shows that bring on a bunch of women just to rag on them and say, "Oh, you're an unfit woman. Oh, you're a slut. Oh, who gives a shit? This is that woman's life. Let her do what she do." Guess what? All these people online chasing like Instagram people and stuff, they're not real. You're online. That's fake. Go out into the real world. The real world is a different animal from what you see online. Because online, you can't be touched, you can't be felt, you can't communicate effectively online compared to real life when you see somebody and you actually make that connection. That's a real ass thing and it's a good ass vibe. It's really crazy. Um, what is it? Well, another thing is that I don't like how they always say get to know her, get to know her, get to know her. That goes back in the whole like why am I even talking to this woman in the first place? Yeah, I know, like men know why we're talking to women. The eventual goal is we want to have sex with this woman. So why lie about it? Why bullshit about it? What really is going to like we should have the confidence to come out and say it. But what really matters, and this is what makes Mode 1 so effective, is like how we say it and what type of sex we want from the woman. Not all women are sluts and not all women are prudes. Women are generally in the middle. And if you're generally attractive and a woman is attracted to you and you're respectful to her and you know the right words to say, key the right phrases and when to say it and where to say it, and don't be loud about it, be chill about it and just talk to her. You feel me? You can pull some magic out. You can really pull some magic out, but a lot of people don't like Like that's why it's like female dating coaches don't get raw and real with you about how to actually date, attract, and pick up women. They don't get raw and real with you about the types of women that are going to play you and for what reasons they'll play you. It's more than just money. In fact, that's why I'm not a big fan of ASM, because he just basically take all of Alan Roger Curry stuff and put it in his book. And he's like, some look, now I'm a book author. It's like, no, dude, you're a plagiarist. We have so many plagiarists out here. We have so many people lying out here. It's like you need someone real and authentic in your life. That's why I'm like, read those goddamn old one books, The Possibility of Sex and Ooze Head Again, because those books really break it down. Like this is like why I'm like very much not for female dating coaches, because it's like I think that women have so much to offer and teach other women. But why, like, and another thing, if you're a dude, let's say you're a man and you were raised by women, what good is, like, why would you want to be told again by women what to learn? It's like men need a strong masculine figure, because women don't know what it is to be a strong masculine figure. They can be a strong feminine figure, they can be strong women, but they don't understand what it is to be a man. Man got to get up, got to go to work, man got to sweat, man got to like make it. But guess what? Man is strong and he makes it possible. We're equal, but we're just different beings. We're separate but equal. Oh, that's pretty terrible. That's my thoughts and opinions on that. You have a good one. Remember, you're a champion, not a chump.